Today, we're working on a solar farm. I'm Vosk on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. We used to do Bitcoin mining, but now we do solar. Because Bitcoin just wants to go down. Bitcoin mining profitability is low, energy rates keep rising. Somehow mining difficulty also even keeps rising, making it more difficult to mine, which makes it all worse. Let's speed run what we've done up to now with a cool edit. Hey.
Oh, hi.
What are you doing July 21st, 23rd? I thought you'd say that. Heading down to Mining Disrupt. They're back in Miami, Florida, baby. It's the biggest Bitcoin crypto mining conference in the world. Use our link to not only buy a ticket, but to get a discount. How am I building a solar farm to generate electricity, but you know, there's three pieces to it. I can sell my power. I will earn SRECs, solar renewable energy credits in Virginia. I can run Bitcoin and shitcoin miners, but really mainly just Bitcoin miners. And essentially, instead of selling my power to the power company, I run it myself and I run Bitcoin miners. This is phase one, and phase one doubled in size. And basically we've got black Integra racks over here, the IR40s, and then we've got silver Integra racks over here, the IR30s. Those are aluminum, made in America. These are black Chinese steel. I try to buy American whenever possible, when it's comparable here. I refer to these as the black racks, and this is the silver racks. This is all phase one, and there's 5 phases to this project. And I just want to break that down so you understand what I'm talking about. So as far as phase one goes, all the black racks are up. I still need to finish adjusting them. We messed up on racking these. It was difficult, learning curve, so they look a little bit like my teeth, a little f***ed up. Over here, made a few little mistakes, and then we're getting better and better. And then this row is looking just pretty sweet. And I like that. These are 2 different panel types, so their sizing is similar, but a little different. Their angle's different. And then you can see that we're center mounted here with string inverters and a 125 amp load center. Went with these big panels because I'm buying these rack pieces. It doesn't matter if I put a little panel in there or a huge panel in there. The rack pieces cost the same, right? So these are Integra racks, not sponsored or anything. I bought them. I bought a lot of them. A racking solution for your solar build can, in my opinion, be one of the most overwhelming parts. And what's cool about these, you can mount them in the dirt, you can mount them on concrete, you can even just ballast them, which basically means just putting a bunch of weight on the back, like rock and stuff. PV wiring is going well. I'm still waiting on my electric utility to upgrade my service from 400 amps to 800 amps. And if you've been following our solar build playlist here on YouTube, which I think is really cool and I'm really proud of, and I encourage you to check out it in its entirety. I've learned so much already, and I'm going to continue to work on this, to learn, to evolve, and recap it here on the tube. We look at this, right, and basically the 7 rows on the left, the black racks, if you will, was designed around the 400 amp service, but I was able to upgrade it for free to 800 amps, basically doubled it in size. A little bit of change. A couple of these rows are going to end up going to other services. I've got 5 electric services out here. I'll upgrade them all to 800 amps. It's all single phase. I would do 3 phase if I had 3 phase available, but I got a lot of sunk costs and single phase infrastructure, from the mining farm build to all this electrical standoff stuff. What's cool is you could replicate this in any scale or capacity. You could upgrade stuff to 3 phase, not too much changes, other than basically your inverters and a little bit on the wiring side. But basically, if you got a residential service, 2, 4, 6, 800, whatever amps, you could scale that to whatever your service is, right? You got 400 amps, which is average in a home build, in at least in Virginia in the last, at least 10 years. You could do that whole black rack system, but you've got to make sure your utility will let you build a system that big. These are all technically commercial services, but you can always ask for a commercial service and meter you know, for a detached garage or shop on your property or, you know, farm building, whatever you do. The studs from BMA are coming over today, which is Dennis, also known as Maverick, and Colby, super good enough, man. This is Dennis, and this is Colby. They're the two guys from BMA that have helped me with all kinds of things out here on the VoskCoin mining farm over the years, and they'd like to help you too. If you have any needs of crypto, Bitcoin consultation in general, or you want to build the next big mining farm, reach out to them with the link out in the video description below. They're great guys, and I'm proud to call them also my friends. One of the main things I want to do is I want to get the racks up, at least the first two on each row. Then I want to cut up some super strut, right? We take 10-foot pieces of strut, cut it in half, mount 3, and then we mount the load center and also next to it the string inverter. I have some micro inverters I regret buying, but they're going to wire back into this stuff anyway, and I'm going to leave space to upgrade it to a big string inverter in the future. I also am upgrading from these grow watt string inverters. So basically 7 rows have micro inverters, Hoymile 2000 watts, which are like 4 micros packed into a box. And then 3 rows of this white concrete have grow watt string inverters, and eventually they will all be soulless string inverted. But right now I need to use what I've got, get stuff up and online, and start making some money. Start recouping some of my investment. Every time I open social media, I see everybody getting rich on the AI boom, and I'm over here just getting bill after bill after bill buying this shit. God dang, man. Should have did this last year. But this project had to be in full swing to make sure I get the commercial tax credit. So that is one of the push factors on this timeline and why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. And then working around the birth of my son has been another hurdle. All I can say is, if you know me, Tails is my world, but oh my God, having a son, having a child is such an incredible experience. I'm so thankful, I'm so blessed. Even if I don't get to sleep anymore, even if some things make me mad, you know, all that stuff aside, I just could not be more thankful that in my life I had the opportunity to not just be a Doge dad, but to also add to that, to be a father to my son. Until you experience it, you'll never understand. And I'll get off my soapbox, back to work. But yeah, number one goal is to get these racks up, and that includes getting a panel in there. Really the smart thing to do would be to put up 3 racks, 2 panels, right? Because each rack is a leg, 1, 2, 3, 2 panels in between. 3, ooh, sound like Vincent the other day.
Hi.
So everybody in the comments say, bye, Vincent. Vincent had to go home. He's back in the Netherlands. As we say in the Netherlands, dooey dooey.
Doei doei.
I'm out here running and gunning, working with BMA here and there. I can't find anybody local that wants to work with me. It's crazy. All of my friends and family have no interest in being involved on a small or large or non-paid to paid level. It is crazy how nobody wants to do anything, or they're just so busy they can't. You know, there are some people that have their own stuff going on in full capacity, but there's a lot of people I talk to that they're just staying up all night playing video games and shit. And look, bro, I used to be a semi-pro gamer. I get it. I love gaming, but there's more to life than gaming, and there's different phases of your life where you're gonna need to be doing different things. I'm gonna hire my concrete crew, and the going rate out here is $25 an hour, which is crazy to me for someone who's never even touched a solar panel to help here. And the main thing I need help with is moving and racking these panels, or we call stacking. We call the rack, put in the racks, racking, and then we're stacking the panels. Honestly, I could rack by myself. It's grueling, sort of sucks, but stacking panels by yourself, I mean, we got more than 1,000 panels on the way after this, to put it into perspective, so I need a plan. This needs to get done. So I imagine, worst case scenario, by the end of the month, my electric service will be upgraded. And you know, that's holding me up, because I can't turn the stuff on until then. I also need approval from the electric company. I don't think I can even request approval until my service is upgraded. And that can take like all of 30 days in itself, which is super annoying. And you technically can't turn your solar on when you're grid tied like this until you get approval. And if you do, they have in their law, like their rules, whatever their terms, they have the ability to charge you money, potentially like thousands and thousands of dollars for breaking the law. Get Beavis and Butthead out here. I buy strut by the 10-foot piece, so we're gonna take 1.5 pieces of strut for each row. Bang, bang, bang. What sucks though is, you know, these IR30s are at a different angle. They're a little lower. So messing around with that stuff is gonna be like, ooh, oh, in the back. What happened? Why is my back swollen? What is that? And if you're wondering on pricing, I buy a 10-foot piece of strut delivered to me from Resellers, which is one of the nationwide, I think, electric companies that has a local branch. 20 bucks for 10 feet. Delivery's free with tax. I mean, it was like $203 for 10 pieces, which is cheaper than Home Depot. So when it comes to electrical component pricing, you look at Home Depot, you look at Lowe's, you look at Amazon, and then you check your local electric supply shops, and you can look online too. I mean, I also ordered all the wire for these rows. I'm running 125 amp load centers on each row. I'm also running a wire to each row. And when I ran the numbers to combine 2 rows into run and do 200 amp load centers, not only was it not much cheaper, but then I have to buy all the Polaris tap, which is this component where you use to splice these wires, you know, 2 smaller runs into a bigger run. I'm also gonna get burned up on labor. So I pay my electrician $65 an hour. That's this guy, his name's Matt. I like Matt. Sometimes Matt pisses me off, but I like Matt. Licensed electrician, 65 bucks an hour, and I can only get him on weekends. I'm his side hustle. He's simply my contractor. And I don't wanna sound shrewd, I like the guy. But you know, there's friends like me and the BMA boys, and then there's contractors like Matt the electrician. But as someone who also creates content, the top questions I get are, how much does it make? And then, how much did it cost? And then, how'd you do it? So I want to slow down in some of this content and illustrate what I'm doing, I guess why I'm doing it, which includes the how much does it make, which is the why, and then how much is it costing me. I'll make a ROI video, projection, all that stuff. I have done it within other pieces, but you know, just a dedicated, I'm spending this for that. It depends how all the numbers shake out, but off the top of my head, like best case scenarios, I'm broken even in like 3 years, maybe 5, worst case 10 years, something like that. But remember, you know, I'm not just broken even on, you know, people think of like an investment, oh, like, you know, now I have this and maybe it does something or it doesn't. Or it's like I'm broken even on a piece of like equipment, like say like my Kubota, like let's say you go out here and you do some, you know, excavator type jobs because you bought that equipment, that's what you're pursuing. That's not what I'm doing, to be clear, but you know, just as an example. Okay, well I did 10 jobs, now I broke even on it. So I got this piece of machine, but then I need to keep using it to make more money. Right, and it's like, okay, well, let me get some Bitcoin miners, and okay, I broke even on them, great, but those are so rapidly replaced and cycled out, and newer ones, you know, efficiency, all that stuff. By the time you make your money back, you don't have this huge runway of like, okay, well, now I'm in the green, baby, or the orange. But when I break even on the solar farm, I should still have 30 plus years of making a ton of electricity to either run mining rigs with or sell back to the grid. It also zeroes out a lot of costs for me, which the market's been tough, you know, business has been rough, and when I have these huge expenses, man, and I'm not making much money, it's not all that advantageous. Let me take this major expense out, and well, I just gave my business a much longer runway. A lot of people think they understand solar or they have some idea, and they're completely wrong. So let me enlighten you. I know, maybe you just got a little upset. Maybe that was a little confrontational now, wasn't it? Relax. just messing around, man. But seriously, one of the main things I see is these, you know, dumbasses thinking that this stuff goes bad in a couple years. So the efficiency loss, we'll see. I'll let you know in 30 years. Hopefully we'll both still be here. These panels are supposed to be 87.5% good. Basically, these solar panels out of China, they're like grade A solar panel. You're like, you know, give me a good solar panel. They give you Jinkos. I want you to ignore all the stupid ass marketing you see from these US companies that don't make a thing. All right. And you know, there's like, maybe we'll call them S-tier panels that are a little special and are ridiculously priced. Knowing what I know now, I don't know why I'd use them is the short of it. But basically, I want a good solar panel. I want the best solar panel. You get Jinkos from China, right? I pay like $63 per panel delivered, okay, for a 600 watt solar panel. It's around that number. If you went online, you'd be paying over $200 for a lower grade panel of similar wattage, probably delivered. My point being is every US company is a reseller scammer. You can even just go on Alibaba.com, buy from the Chinese, okay? And they can even have US stock. So that price I gave you, I needed a couple more pallets, literally ordered them today. And it was like, I think 117 per 600 watt Jinko panel delivered from a LA, which is Los Angeles, California, warehouse delivered to me. I could not be too much farther away from LA. That's on the west coast of the USA. I'm on the east coast of the USA. That is massively cheaper than all these other online websites. But my real point I'm trying to get to here is the fact that these are grade A panels, right? 87.5% good is what they're supposed to be at 30 years. Where I'm gonna be deep into my 60s. If I'm still even here. I mean, you know how much caffeine I drink. Every day I'm trading blows of cardiac arrest. God help me, please. I'm losing 12%, right? So we look at these rows. I got 16 rows. To give you a quick visual, it's like a row and a half. We'll be dead by then. And we'll see. I mean, that's what it's rated at. It could be doing way better than that. It could be worse. I don't know. We'll find out though. You don't have to be grid tied, but batteries are a lot of money and there's no reason for me to invest in batteries unless I have to. Maybe if this makes a killing, I'll say, you know, like to my electric company and I'll drop a huge battery container from Alibaba, and you never know with me. I don't even trust myself anymore. All these crazy projects I keep cracking open. But the point is your wires are pretty much working or not working and correct or incorrect. And then your inverters are pretty much working or not ideally working, which means you set them up wrong. And then eventually one day something breaks and they stop working. The only thing that's really going to degrade here are the solar panels, which will be essentially permanent. And if a panel breaks, like it's just done, I'll just boop, pull it out, which will be really easy to do since these are kind of mounted one by one by one by one by one by one times over 1,000. Pluck it out, unhook, put a new one in, rehook, done. And I'm like conducting an orchestra now. Well, it was fun talking to you, but I need to get back to work. I have no shortage of things to do. So I want to get phase one all done and buttoned up and just keep plugging away. I'm Vosk. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed this content. I'd love your input, your thoughts, anything down in the comments. And I sincerely appreciate everybody who tunes in, whether you're a new solar viewer. I'd love to know if you're a new solar viewer, subscriber. And then obviously all the OGs who have stuck with me through the ups and downs and all kinds of markets. And even now, I'm like making mainly solar content right now as I build this solar farm, which is very different than a lot of the stuff we used to do. If nothing else, I'm just trying to have a crazy ride and have you rolling with me. So I appreciate it. Good luck. Let me know what you're doing, and goodbye.